In studies conducted over the last 20 years, executives report that nearly 50% of their strategic initiatives fail. Most business leaders have been taught that strategy answers the question of why, strategic objectives answer the question of what, and tactics answer the question of how. The struggle comes when the first step, answering the question of why, is skipped entirely or is answered superficially. Most business leaders are comfortable with the what, the setting up of strategic objectives, so this is where they often start. They easily break them down into smaller and more numerous objectives and then assign tactics. As doers, not dreamers, they're comfortable with this plan, but what happens next is confounding. It rarely goes as planned because few business leaders spend the time and energy contemplating the why question first, and they're left with two options. Do nothing because there's no defined criteria for making decisions, or make a guess and hope it doesn't fail. However, we already know 50% of the time, it will fail. Let's look at a specific strategic objective and how it plays out. Growing through innovation is a common strategic objective. It sounds rather straightforward until we're faced with an actual idea to evaluate. Because our vision is not crystal clear, we'll start grasping for a way to make that decision. We may wonder if the new idea fits our category of business. What about our long-term purpose? Should we align every effort with that purpose? Does it strengthen our position in the market? What is our position in the market? Are we going to spend a lot of resources on something that will confuse our buyers? That's where Vision Platform comes in. This untraditional next-generation method helps you create a unique vision that answers the why question first. Once that's in place, you'll be inspired to identify goals and set and track effective tactics because it will be crystal clear why you're doing, well, everything. The Vision Platform helps everyone work a little smarter. Every department can be aligned, so it streamlines the organizational process from strategic intent all the way through execution and tactics, and your organization will finally run the way you always knew it could. There are a lot of traditional methods which have helped many companies create some sort of vision. But given all the issues we still have, these must be some sort of band-aid. So we've found that these are the issues that those traditional methods leave unaddressed. First, the leadership team doesn't agree. They don't have 100% consensus around their vision. So again, what's the use of creating a new but fractured vision? Another issue is the lack of confidence in that vision, because the team's thinking wasn't challenged when it was created. Another issue is that the vision quickly falls out of date because the market changes and there's no methodology to update it. It takes too long to create a solid vision, so people farm it out to an expert. The truth is, if the leadership team doesn't create that vision, they won't own it, and they probably won't execute on it very consistently. It took 15 years of research and refinements to develop, but it will take a leadership team only a day to complete it. The Vision Platform Generator is unlike other methods because not only will it allow you to accomplish more in a short period of time, it harmonizes the leadership team around the 15 points that drive companies forward. Not only will you have consensus, but this method generates a level of clarity that will allow everyone in the organization to align with your vision. And finally, the built-in checks and balances will challenge your assumptions, uncover blind spots, and generate the confidence to execute smart decisions quickly. Let's take a couple more minutes and look at the elements you need to create for an effective strategic vision. Today, we'll have time to cover just 4 main elements. It's standard operating procedure to build a business based on a set of values, yet it's rarely accomplished well. The failure comes when a set of values are aspirational and generic. Neither will be useful. Building a company on aspirational values means promising something you hope to achieve, but something you may never achieve. This will set staff, customers, partners, and the leadership team up for years of failure. It just doesn't make sense. It's equally harmful to create a set of generic values, which often go something like this: integrity, community, innovation, and a healthy planet thrown in for good measure. This generic set of values will not foster unique offerings or an engaging company culture. It's the reason most people roll their eyes at a values exercise because generic values are truly useless and surprisingly common. The values we define encourage repeatable success because authentic values are very difficult to violate. A distinct personality will save time and money when it comes to creating a strong company culture, retaining or attracting the right talent, plus creating a consistent expression of your organization's brand. You'll need to clarify your collective purpose. It's the organization's reason for being, which is, of course, in part to make money, but there's many ways to make money. Why this way? You'll also need to set a big goal, one that's designed to stretch every individual in the company, evolving it to the next level, one the company may fail to reach. And lastly, your leadership team really needs to get 100% consensus around a focused position in the market. You'll need to clarify the context your company operates within, where the organization's strengths overlap with the buyer's wants and needs, but the competition will not be able to mimic easily. I'd love to get you more information on how so many companies are learning to overcome traditional issues and generate really impressive results. Just let us know how you'd like to continue the conversation.